tomorrow?
I feel pretty confident about it. Put in some hard work this offseason, so I feel good going in.
TJ, how do you feel entering opening day? And is this the best you felt entering a season, I guess, probably since your freshman year?
Yeah, I'm just ready to get after it. It's been a long spring, it feels like, and a long fall, and I'm just ready to get back out there tomorrow.
TJ, this is your fourth opening day. Anything different about this one for you?
It's a good question. I don't think so. I'm just a lot more anxious now, but I don't think nothing's changed.
Carmen, for you, what advice have you been given on how to handle opening day? Certainly this is a different role from you, starting from the bullpen last year at the beginning of the season to now being the guy they're counting on Friday nights.
I talked to some of the guys from last year's team, obviously Adam Hill and Cody Morris. They're in here working out this offseason. Even Tyler Johnson, I know I didn't play with him, but those guys gave me good advice, just kind of how to handle stuff like that. So I think it's going to help me out.
What did they say to you?
They just said, be calm, be yourself out there, and just try to relax.
TJ, you've been around for a while. How would you rate the potential of this team compared to what you saw the last couple of years?
This team you got a lot of new faces, but I can see there's going to be outside sources saying there's a lot of question marks, but, I don't see those question marks because I know how good the team is because I've been a part of it. We've been going since the fall, so I can see how some outside sources can be like, yeah, there's question marks, but I'm really excited for this team to get going because it's a really talented team.
Carmen, what have you seen from Dylan Harley, especially as a freshman, to come in and start on the weekend like that?
He's gotten a lot better since the fall. He came in the fall, and obviously I think he opened some eyes there. But just being around him every day, I can see how much hard work he's put in, and it's showing off now.
TJ, going into tomorrow, do you think you'll have a problem with, maybe trying to play tentative, trying to hold yourself back a little bit, considering all the injuries, the injury past?
No.
I mean, TJ, you faced all these starting pitchers during practice and stuff. How would you evaluate? I won't ask you to comment on Carmen since he's sitting right there. You faced him before, but Dylan and Reed Morgan. How would you rate and evaluate those two guys?
Nasty, and nasty.
How so? And what makes them so effective?
I would say Carmen. They just got a different. Ever since Coach Meade got here, they preach mound presence, and it's a real thing. I mean, those three guys, especially Carmen. I mean, he's up there, and you can just look at him, and he's ready to get you out. And he's got like 8 different pitches. Harley's got a hard fastball, and I faced him in the fall. And he looked good, but I faced him in the spring, and, I mean, he threw me a buttload of changeups, and it's gotten a lot better. And Reed Morgan about broke my thumb in the spring. I got kind of mad at him. I was like, hey, man, you got to quit throwing it inside. But, they're all 3 different pitchers, and I'm just really excited to get going because they're all 3 really talented.
I want to ask kind of a similar question. You've pitched to Andrew Eyster and Brady Allen. Just what's the scouting report on them? And, if you make a mistake, how bad can they make you pay?
Definitely tough hitters to get out. Hung a slider to Eyster a couple scrimmages ago, hit it off the wall, obviously. So, they're just really talented hitters, so you just got to be aware of them.
Carmen, for you, what did you have to do differently this offseason to prepare to make that change? Because I know being a bullpen guy, there's a different approach than to being a starter.
Yeah, I mean, I started, I think, 7 games last year towards the end of the season. So, obviously a small change, stepping into a bigger role, but I try to keep my routine that I had last year and just kind of evolve it a little bit.